Okay, hello world. This is Maria Banga, and I hope my sagging breast can be seen very well. I put the phone on a chair instead of holding it with my hands to do this live video, and I hope you can hear my voice very well. Today is the 31st of March, and yep, I normally do. You know me, I'm a very organized person. I like to plan, I love to journal and stuff. And so at the beginning of a month, I'm planning. At the end of the month, I'm evaluating. And last year, I used to do a lot of live videos at the beginning of the month, at the end of the month, and share the process with you people. And this year, it's different. But today, I want to do that. Nice day, darling. Today, I want to do something like this briefly to share my musings from March. And I just put 5 points there, and this is impromptu. So those who are going to watch later, thank you. God bless you. You can share. I really want my sagging breasts to be seen because I'm proud of them, and I don't wear a bra for a man. I wear a bra because, well, I want to feel comfortable when I'm moving, but it doesn't mean that uh, I'm bothered about my breast, or I want to go and tuck them up just so that a man can say they are not sagging, right? And I've posted it all over the place. I'm that kind of a person. So I'm a sister, and sisters should have sisters back. So if a sister is body shamed, and I know that that can affect her mental health, and I'm an advocate unapologetically. I carry it on my head like I don't know what. I buy her case. Okay, so to my musings, those 5 points. March, they say, is Women's Month, and I'm a psychotherapist specialized in mental health and relational wellness. I'm fascinated about relationships. I'm I cannot even say I'm into one. I'm into many, and for me, it's all about understanding. It's all about expressing yourself. It's all about making the most of what you have. And what do we have? We have life. We don't know for how long we are going to have these gifts. And so I make it the best I can. Each moment I want it to be memorable. So I don't really want to be beefing and fighting with somebody and trying to get them to be who they are not, or to do what they don't want to do. And I don't expect that of myself too, right? So one of the things I learned in the month of March, and I mean, seriously, like, it was a big aha moment, because I thought by this age, it should be different, but no, it's still possible that some men, even my age or 50 or whatsoever, just want to be fathers, like just want to have children, but they don't want to be faithful partners, and you can't force them. So, how do you know? You might ask them, or you might just observe them, and they would probably tell you in some way, especially at the beginning, and you might take it seriously, or you might think that you can change their minds and stuff like that, but you might just be setting yourself up. So it is really something to think about, and well, to come to terms with that, and like, okay, well, that is what it is, and I'm either putting up with that or I'm not. I was watching something on Danaya Jackson today, and I just said well, she's made her choice. She's putting up with it. She's looking at it from the point of spiritual warfare, and she's ready with the armor of God, and la 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 la. To each their choice, right? All choices have consequences. If you can sleep with your own, fine. If you cannot sleep with it, then maybe you need to make another choice. I don't really know the second point I put there, but what was it? Whatever. Anyway, another thing I was really reflecting on in this month of March was the fact that we are responsible for our hearts. And I'm talking to girlfriends, to my sisters, right? Because uh, we are still being abused a lot in all kinds of subtle ways and in glaring ways. we are trolled, especially sisters like myself who are all out there and stuff like that, and trying to bash patriarchy and set their own standards and do their own stuff. So it's our responsibility, and it's my responsibility to take care of my heart and not let it get broken. And you are the one who gives somebody permission to treat you anyhow, to relate with you anyhow. So, you start saying he's making me feel bad. Well, you want to feel bad because you've given him so much permission, and you can as well decide not to feel bad about him anymore, or about that, even while still being in that relationship. So I really mused on that, and of course, I give myself permission, and I just said to myself, whatever, right? I mean, yesterday I was having a conversation with Roy on phone, and I was telling him, you don't show up to my place unannounced. He did that once, and I was like, that's enough. You don't do that again. Because I thought I could commit to you, but you are not ready, and I'm not going to force you. So you respect me, right? You don't own me. You don't pay the bills in my house. No, don't show up to my house anytime, because I cannot show up in your own. And nope, you are not the only one in my life. Nope, my heart does not belong to you. If we had ever exchanged those kind of language, my heart, forget about it. I have the right to change my mind, just like you have the right to change your mind. And when we are ready, then we will sit down and have a proper discussion and say, okay, we are committing. In the meantime, I'm sorry. It is open for me. It's my heart. And I'm okay with my heart being... Is it even like I'm spreading my heart? I'm not even spreading my heart. I'm just having my great time, interacting with people, talking with people, hanging out with people, like virtually, maybe meeting up once in a while. It's my responsibility. It's my choice. I'm accountable to myself and not to the world, especially not to a man. You can have your own reflections and make your choices and all of those things. Nah. Another musing I had for March was oh my God, I had 5 of them that day, but I mean, I've shared them, and people can look at them and think about them in any way. But basically, a lot that you choose to challenge what you want to challenge. As a woman, I learned a lot from what's her name, Meghan Markle, and the way she chose to challenge what she chose to challenge, and the support she had from her husband. And I appreciate those men who support their women that way, and to go through whatever they are choosing to go through. And even in relationships, right? It mustn't end up in marriage, but are you in one where you are being supported, or you're in one where you are being kind of distracted, and you're kind of like put to the test, and you are required, like you are required to become something else? For example, in my case, at the beginning, Roy said, leave that Facebook. You mean say you don't like me enough for leave Facebook? And I was like, what? You even met me on Facebook, and now you're asking me to leave Facebook for you? Say, yeah, because me too, I'm leaving it. I'm like, well, that's your choice. I'm not leaving Facebook, right? I have a lot of things I'm learning from Facebook, from YouTube, from Instagram, from LinkedIn. It wasn't even Facebook, just social media. And I have platforms. I am who I am already. You can't come into my life now and want to change me. That's not possible. I'm not even trying to change him. And that had been his, I don't know, he was kind of perplexed about it from the time we reconnected in 2019. I didn't have any interest in trying to change him. I just wanted us to be communicating more and really get to talking and stuff. And nope, he wasn't. And, kept playing. And now he wants to get serious. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. You are the back burner right now. Maybe next year or in 2 years. But I don't think it's the time anymore. And I am not, I'm enjoying my social media life. I'm enjoying learning. I'm enjoying sharing. Why am I going to stop that now? No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. So I just think that we women give up a lot of our power for love from a man. You even forget to know that you have to start by loving your own self first. And once you are grounded in your self-love, you don't compromise anyhow. You don't jeopardize that, because you are doing it for yourself. And if you're a mother like myself, well, you are teaching your children, especially if you have a girl like I do. You don't. If you want to stay stuck with that patriarchy thing and what the Bible says and all of that, and then continue to demean yourself, huh? But another thing, I also really kind of like just put my head down, and I'm like, I'm not shedding tears for any sister anymore who is in a domestic abuse situation, and I can't force her to leave. I can't even force her to think. I can't even force her to respond when I ask her a question. I can't even force her to talk to me. So there is no fire on the mountain. If somebody reaches out to me and I listen to what they're saying, I read what they're saying, what they're written. If I feel like replying, I reply. If I feel like not replying, I don't reply. If I ask you a question, I tell you you're not obliged to answer. You answer, fine. You don't answer, fine. Like Derrick Jackson himself, or Derrick Jones, whatever, he said in a sister circle that he has learned how to take out his emotions from the work he does. There is so much to learn from this fellow. Even if he's going to make some more money, whatever, I'm learning. And it's very interesting for me to learn that from a man himself, in his own words, talking to us about himself. But I didn't know that, because I just thought, well, this was just, but now it makes a lot of sense about narcissism, about things, about why men wait until it is too late, maybe to commit, or to, all of those kind of things. It's fascinating. And I have 3 boys, so I will have to accompany them at different stages of their lives as I'm doing. So it's interesting to kind of like listen for men themselves, and it will probably also explain why some of them abuse the women in their lives, to the point where, while they're abusing you who is there in the home with them, they are honoring or venerating another woman out there who might even be like more high maintenance than yourself, and all of those things. Because some actually get married to satisfy their family, or just their status in life and stuff, and you happen to be the wife material one. But wife material doesn't mean partner material, doesn't mean girlfriend material, doesn't even mean sex material, all of those things. It could be all in one, or it could be just that one small thing. Wife material, that means you can take care of the home, you can have them babies, you can attend family functions, and good. Every other thing he gets from out there. And our society, our tradition, our practices, religion, all of those things, they've encouraged that a lot. The man can get away with so much, the woman cannot. Polygamy is understood to be one man to many wives. No. Polygamy has 2 branches, polygyny and polyandry. So polygyny is one man to many women. Polyandry is one woman to many husbands. And then we can even have it just open. So it is for you, girlfriend, to really think about it, and to either have this open conversation with your partner if you're in a partnership or in a relationship, or to really decide before you get into one. There is this Kenyan I follow. I'm going to stop now. He's called Jacob Zulu, and he's something, I think is, but he talks a lot about relationships and everything. And there's one video he was talking about why wait, and he was giving all of these kinds of reasons. And he was like, it's better to take your time and limit the mistakes you make, so you don't get in there and you spend that time regretting, than to rush into something and then be crying and then running around and asking people to help you and to give you advice and all of that. You could have taken time, gotten as much information as you needed, and really like thought about it, maybe pray about it, and all of those things. And so in conclusion, I'm taking my time. I'm in no rush to commit to anybody. I listen, observe. But I'm okay. I'm single, I'm sassy, I'm sexy, I'm satisfied. Those who want to go and be fighting about whether people are really single and sassy and happy and sexy and all of those things, uh, I'm just so grateful that people just don't come and make those kind of derogatory or snipey or beefing comments under my post like I see on other people's posts, and I'm like, I think they just know better. As much as I am a civil woman, I'm a lawyer, I'm a psychologist, I'm also a kind of shaky upstairs person. So it means that I'm not going to hesitate one day if somebody wants to beef it out with me, and I really think I can give it to you so other people also learn from the experience to kind of roll it. Because by some luck, I've been able to kind of like learn some big grammar and learn some Boko Pidgin. So I can mix all the two and we can have a good role, especially on that Facebook. So this is Mark. I'm no nonsense. I know what I'm about in my life. I'm actually making a career out of looniness, like madness and stuff like that. So you better know what you want in your life, and you know how you're going about it. You make your choices. You don't let public clutter, and noise, derail your focus, and you stand your ground, set your boundaries, all of those things. It was a pleasure learning so much during March and sharing so much. I just choose to challenge my own way. And this morning I'm doing that, without any brass on and with my PJ and not trying to hold the phone in a way that my sagging breasts don't show. And if you don't like it, you don't watch. And if you watch, just hold your mouth, because you hold your peace, shut it up. You leave any comment I don't like, I'm going to give it to you today. I'm just so ready to kind of like tell anybody who tries to say any crap on my posts and stuff like that where they belong. Okay, well, have a wonderful last day of March. I hope you do your own musings and you prepare for April. April is what, spring, and April brings a lot of tidings. It's a very dear person's birthday is tomorrow, so it's always been like a month of a lot of anticipation for me and appreciation. And let's see how this day rolls, right? Okay, everybody. Well, all the best. Thank you, bros. And God bless us all.